This video presents a historical and spiritual account linked to Hazrat Awais Qarni.
This story exists for one reason: to remind you that the unseen is more real than what you see.
Some knowledge is not meant to impress you, it is meant to protect.
Faith is not loud. It works quietly and changes everything. This story does not begin here, and it does not end here. It begins inside you. If recited upon fertile land, the land turns to gold. Even dust becomes precious. This was not just a prayer. It was a responsibility, a sacred trust. This trust was given to me by Hazrat Awais Qarni centuries ago.
For centuries, I searched for the one worthy of carrying this trust. I was told I would find him among the silent graves of Makli.
Yes, and people know me by a strange name. They call me the Cook Jinn. Humans preserved many traditions, but not all knowledge was written in books.
For a long time, an unease lived inside my heart. Something felt incomplete.
Many among the jinn attended the gatherings of the companions, unseen, unheard.
Now my heart is at peace, because those unseen narrations were preserved. Now I am certain you have preserved what only the jinn once carried.
Nor was it ever written in any book known to mankind.
Please listen carefully, for this is not ordinary knowledge.
Listen carefully. After your words, I too will offer you a gift. What taught me was called a jinn, but in truth, he was a universe of secrets. My entire life passed among the jinn, and the truths they revealed shook me. They gave me 3 gifts, more precious to me than anything in this world. But before that, let me begin my story. 1400 years ago, I was a simple merchant. No one knew the truth, that I was not human at all. I accepted the offer and set out with the caravan, walking among humans in their form.
They chose not to strike. Let them return with wealth, they decided.
They chose not to strike. Let them return with wealth, they decided.
With unaware hearts, we continued our journey, moving steadily toward Yemen.
Along the way, one of them asked me, "Have you ever been to Yemen before?" I answered simply, "Yes, many times." Then he asked, "Have you met Awais Qarni?" I replied, "No." "Who is he?"
He spoke of a servant of God / unknown on earth, yet famous in the heavens.
We finally reached Yemen, and the journey passed without harm.
The trade exceeded all expectations and brought great profit.
The merchant praised the dates and offered double the payment.
He handed over mules loaded with silver, far more than I imagined. He instructed me
to write the names 40 times and place them in every sack. I was told to recite them continuously throughout the journey. By God's will, he said, we would remain protected. After seeking his permission, I prepared to begin the return journey. With trust placed in those sacred names, we set out once more. That night, we stopped to rest, yet fear lingered in every heart. I warned them again and urged them to remember the sacred names. But many dismissed my words, trusting only what they could see.
They said, if danger existed, it would have come by now.
They lay down to rest, unaware of what the darkness was preparing.
Without warning, the silence shattered. The attack had begun.
Steel flashed, shadows moved, and fear spread through the camp.
Another was tied and left behind, powerless and afraid. I sat there openly, yet no eye could see me. I remained seated in the open, yet none of them could see me.
The mules and the goods beside me remained untouched.
They took what they could see, and then they left.
None could explain how the true treasure had survived.
We returned to Mecca with every dirham untouched. They stared in disbelief, unable to understand how it was possible. I spoke the names that had protected us from every harm. Those names were Ya Qadir, Ya Nafi.
From that day on, centuries unfolded before me, like turning pages.
I continued to recite those names, age after age, without pause.
With time, I witnessed how the unseen order of creation truly works.
I saw fear fade before it could even take shape. What I was given was more than protection. It was understanding. Now, after all these ages, I pass this trust on to you. Not only the words, but their living effect is now yours.
And whoever you allow to recite them will share in this benefit.
Those who recite them openly while working will see their trade flourish.
Whoever recites these names 45 times daily will find ease in life. God is the greatest. He said, this trust must now reach the people. As promised, he then began to share his own story. Years earlier, a friend had urged him to meet a remarkable guest from Mecca.